All right. Welcome back to the White Lotus Society. Last time you guys, New Eden, North Eden. That's the name of the place. You guys founded the state question mark of North Eden. Um, you, you fucking went on the journey from Brunel, took the sky train all the way to your new territory in the Northern Wind. Deemed it the territory of North Eden and declared Eden as emperor, I think.
Something like that. Supreme God Emperor, yeah.
Supreme God Emperor. And yeah, you also arranged for things that will matter as of now. But before we get into that, so Nighlin, Josh, you two get 50 chips to start the session. Quay,
Hooray!
Mr. Lemisk,
Yay.
you get 100 to start the session. And Lake, you get 150 to start the session because of the sponsorship from the King's Den, and then everybody else because King has claiming the team now. So, you guys get your money for working with the gambling man, and you Lemisk, you got your church built now. You built your little church over there in the corner. You built yourself a little church on the hill, a little bit outside the village. All your followers have made it in through the sky train. They made it on their way here, because the sky train wasn't destroyed when you guys were riding it. So, yeah. So the way the church is gonna work, is pretty simple. Anytime you go there, you can like hold a little like councils with your followers and stuff if you ever need to. For any particular reason. Every 10 followers that you get, you will get like a slight buff. Now that you have a church made. And you once you have like a certain amount of followers, more stuff is gonna like open up on the church. You're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to expand it over time. That's really up to you, but it will cost money. So that's just something to take note of. But the church is officially built. There is, I don't know if you plan on building multiple. I don't know if you plan on this just being your main one. That's up to you in the future. But as of right now, your church in the Northern Wind in North Eden exists. What would you like to name this church?
Hmm. Perseverance.
Perseverance, one word. Okay. I see the vision. So the Church of Perseverance. In this will be a place that I will say that at the end of every session as well, I'm gonna have you do a roll, and that's gonna determine if people like make a pilgrimage to your church, basically.
Okay.
And that'll take effect starting this session. Because that can potentially get you like followers as well.
Okay.
But any followers obtained through that cannot be used as assists.
Okay.
And yeah, so we start with we start this session with everybody. You guys have been, you had a nice little sleep the night before. You hung out in your cabin after, kind of being freaked out about the whole being watched thing, but things have kind of died down a little bit. You're trying to explore the village, and you guys after, a little break, we can say it's been a day, maybe two. It hasn't been super long. You guys have been here. Lemisk, he gets himself a little phone call from none other than King. And so Lemisk, you are currently getting a phone call from King. Boss man.
Hello. What's up?
I didn't expect you to actually answer. Okay. So here's the deal. They told me that you guys have finally started construction on the casino out there.
Yep.
Um, great. So it's gonna take me a few days to make it there. I gotta travel from from Brunel all the way down. Um, but I want you to try to, before I get there, and obviously I know construction's not completed yet. Before I get there, I want you to work with your group and try to find some capable people that might be able to either work work some position there, whether it be behind the counters, dealing the tables, uh bodyguards, what have you. But remember, you guys will be getting a cut of whatever is made at the casino once it's fully in production. So yeah, I also would like to say that what was it that I want? Oh yeah. So, I'm also gonna need you guys, you and Lakes, and you can get the others involved if you want, but I need you guys to start running some, get some nice little ads going on the Sky Train between the two places. Um, just so we can, really work business, really do what we gotta do. And then he hangs up. He just hangs up after giving you the rundown. And yeah, so y'all are gonna have to, it doesn't have to be now, but within the next session or two, you guys are gonna have to find like a few people that are capable of working at your casino. Bring people in.
Yep.
And also, while this is happening, Lakington, the Lakeamus, you are chilling outside, doing what you do. I don't know exactly what you're up to. You can flare it up a little bit if you want. But there's a older guy. And he walks up to you. He takes note of your jacket and knows about, the lore of you guys. And he walks up to you and asks why you're trying to. I didn't give this guy a voice because I didn't really. He's not like a character, but he's an older guy in the village. And he's kind of mad at what you guys are doing. He's kind of mad at you guys, like, he's old head. You guys are shifting things around, bringing a casino in here, dirtying up the place, and he takes issue with that. And Lake, he walks up to you, and he says to you, like, "Hey, why are you guys why'd you guys have to pick here of all places? We don't need you guys. We don't need this." He's just being typical angry ass old head about it.
I don't think you need me. I don't think you guys need me here. I'm trying to get, honestly, I'm trying to get rid of everything here.
What?
I want to reset it. I think not like eradicate the village. That's not what I'm saying. It was poor wording.
Oh my god.
But Augustine, Durant, whatever, he's whatever you want to call him. He's too much now. Haven't you noticed that? Like, he's kind of been, it feels like he's got his hands in too many pots. Like, everything kind of goes back to him at this point. I just wanted to be free here. Now, I understand that you might not appreciate what we're doing. And if that's the case, I apologize. But we're trying to set up a thing where it's everyone can do what they want. You don't have to report to anybody. It's no, like, your business is your business. Matter of fact, why don't you like what we're doing? Let me ask that first.
Why don't you like what we're doing? He says. You know what, Loki? Let's go ahead and have a little roll. He kind of like he looks around for a second, like he kind of looks at you, and he thinks about it for a second. He goes, honestly, I'm more angry about the whole like you know, I understand, you know, the whole concept of change, you guys taking over, you know, Durant's a problem, I get it, all of it. But he's more concerned about specifically the casino thing. He feels like it's like kind of like a blight on the village, like this is a nice place, and the act of like bringing in things that could be deemed as malicious is like inherently bad to him.
Listen, what we're doing here is legal, entirely legal. We're trying to set up. Look, we're trying to build an economy. I get that. I understand. I really do understand that there could be some like negative implications with this sort of thing. I'm not gonna say that we're like not a casino. We're pretty clearly an established casino. You see the jacket. Matter of fact, I mean, if you have some time, I'd like to introduce you to somebody. If you don't, I understand. But we're not trying to screw people over. You know, we're trying to. We want gamblers in here, not people. we're trying to draw in the people who want to be here, not the people who need to be here. We have There's plenty of resources. It's honestly a very in-depth set of resources that we have. If you get help, or if you need help, there's plenty of resources for that. If you're in the state of New York, you could call 1-800-NY-GAMBLE.
What is New York?
I'm just fucking with you. It's in the show I've been watching.
Okay. All right. Fair. You know what, Kim?
Seinfeld.
Go ahead and roll me an it check.
That was so fucked.
Oh God. Oh shit. Oh my God, he's so bad at rolling.
13?
He's so bad at rolling. Yeah, the old guy seemed, you failed to like persuade him. He just he walks off. He seems more pissed. He's probably this is probably gonna turn into like this guy's probably gonna eventually turn into a nuisance because of it. Like he's probably you know he's not a fan of what you're doing. He's probably gonna start trying to find a way to organize against it. You know, you guys got some haters. You know, it also doesn't help that you guys are pretty famous. You have the whole, you know, you're the first team of Grimm's disciples, so like, you know, that also is they don't want anything around here that can cause some kind of issue.
Mm-hmm.
So
fair enough.
So, you know, that's you did not persuade him to not take issue with the casino.
He's walking away. I go, "You like horses?"
You know what? Fuck it. Oh, roll. You know what? Yeah, I guess he does. Shit. Yeah, he turns around.
Beautiful sport.
He says, "Yeah, why?"
It's a beautiful sport. Now you don't necessarily have to gamble on it, but look, if you want to keep an eye on what's going on, we could get you a job working. You just watch horse races all day. We'll pay you to do it. You just keep note of all the bets. We could get you in here watching horse races all day, and you can really see like front and center that this is not an issue. If that would ease your mind, if there's something you're open to.
No, well. Holy fuck. You know what? Maybe you're onto something, kid. Maybe you're onto something. He starts like scratching his chin. He's thinking about it. He's like, He looks at you. Just goes, I'll think on it as he walks away. That was a crazy roll. It was a crazy roll. All right. Good job turning the bad situation into something.
Yippee.
We'll see. We'll
Good
see
job.
what that amounts to.
Good job, Neff.
So
Thank
Uh,
you.
I give my nephew some dap, a pat on the back. You're learning. You're learning.
yeah.
Good job.
I didn't realize. Excuse me. I didn't realize you were here. I would have just tried to hand him off to you.
I mean,
Come on.
you worked it. You worked it.
That's why I was like, I'd like to introduce you to someone.
That's fire. At this point in time, Lemisk would have just gotten off the phone with King. So
Alright, just how he's walking back over.
yeah, he's just walking. He's walking back over. He's like, oh, well, you know, it was good. After the whole situation.
Hmm.
And then the Osei, while they're doing their chicanery, while they're up to what they're doing, I want you to preemptively roll me a dex check.
Dex.
Because
Got
you've
it.
been getting to the bottom of a whole situation, a whole ordeal going on. So I want to see how much you've been investigating in these past day or two. So within the past day-ish, you've figured out that there's a large chance, there's like a decent chance, that there is some form of base around here. You don't know for what, but you've spotted some of the figures that that like you've seen out in the wilderness, here and there. You've spotted them like walking towards a specific direction. They've been walking, pretty like northwestish, generally, if they're ever like leaving or switching shifts. And you also notice that they tend to come and go, anytime that like Mary is around. So anytime that
Who's
she's
around?
Mary.
Mary. Okay.
So anytime she's in the vicinity, they're like, oh, we're dipping out. Like you lose all sight of them whenever she's around. So you know that whatever force they have is not strong enough to like handle her specifically. So this is what you've figured out over like the past day and a half of just like researching, paying attention to like the patterns of the people watching y'all, so on and so forth. And for Crosswisington, honestly, you just been going around town exploring. You've been meeting people. You just wander into places. I want you to go ahead and roll me int.
Okay.
Okay. That's a surprisingly good roll for that. So you've been like walking into different places, trying to learn the village. It like, it kind of hurts your head a little bit, but you think you finally have it all mapped out. And you have met like, 2 or 3 people. The reason this matters is because in passing, you've heard from like Eden and Lake about the whole like, gambling thing. And so like you've been scouting out to see if you could find any people that may potentially like work there, and you've come across like 2 or 3 people that you're willing to like look into in the future as being like, oh, well maybe, maybe this person can be there or whatever. But you two have mainly been gathering information over the past day or two, while the other 2 have been playing City Skylines.
Yeah.
And while Eden has been God King Emperor Ruler guy, I still don't know what he does. But while he does whatever that is. But speaking of Eden, as y'all are, as the Lake Lemisk thing is happening, Osei and Crosswise are kind of on the side talking while, Lemisk and Lake are dealing with their stuff. Eden comes in. He runs in from, wherever the fuck he's been. Probably the bar, knowing him. And he walks in and he's like, guys, I've heard there might be a little bit of a situation, going on outside, the walls.
Oh, I've heard a
Or
little bit
Eden.
about it, I think, but please fill me in further.
So supposedly, there's some of Augustine's monks are outside. Mary is talking with them currently. I don't know what the deal is, but you guys might want to go check on that.
Okay. Well, you stay defended, Eden. Call in the guards or anything you need. We'll see what's happening.
Augustine.
I've already like bolted out the door.
Oh, if you've already bolted, go ahead and roll me Agi just so I see how far you've made it already. Because by the time, Deedon's done with the situation, like, talking to you guys, if he's already there, then I'll tell him, what he sees. Holy fuck. Fuck it. You get there, and you see 3 monks that are not violent, admittedly. They're not being violent. You see an angry Mary, and you get there so fast that you can actively prevent her from potentially harming one of the monks because they say something that she disagrees with. You get there, and the rest of the group catches up to you, finally, after Eden's explained the situation, saying, there's monks outside, you gotta go, we don't know what Mary's gonna do, don't know if they're here to be violent, whatever. And Lake, you stop her from probably killing in cold blood. And probably also starting a war. So that's good. Yeah, you get there and there's like this guy. He kind of is like, he's taken aback a little bit. You get in between like him and Mary. You see Mary kind of like she like holds her hands in a way as if she's holding a sword, but obviously she isn't, and she's like about to do something to him, and you step in the way. You kind of like push the guy back a little bit, and she looks at you and goes, honestly, probably for the best. And you're like, and she like kind of steps back for a second, and she's like, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
What do y'all want? Why are y'all here?
The monk that's
want?
on the ground is like freaked the fuck out. And then some kind of bigger guy from behind him like steps up. He's pretty stereotypical looking monk guy, other than the fact that he's pretty large. The bald head, he has the incense spots. And he like walks up and he goes, we're here to deliver a message from Augustine.
Got it. What is it?
Damn. he's really about it. Okay. He kind of looks at the rest of y'all guys. Is he always that like forward?
Augustine doesn't matter at all.
Wait a second, and then he looks at who it is he's talking to. He goes, got it. Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
Please.
All right.
Please.
Okay. So.
Trying to establish a city here.
You're understandable. And I understand why she was angry at what we said. We're just here to deliver a message. So Augustine has said that from his words, to quote him, you have intruded on my land and chosen to get in the way of the people of the northern wind. You have 2 weeks before we choose to smite you down. However, I am not a fool. We would appreciate if possibly you could help with the weird monsters that have been peering around here, and also sending payment or sending diplomats to meet me directly. The clock is ticking.
He wants
what-
taxes?
Yeah.
It sounds like he wants
But-
everything
okay.
or nothing.
What's your name, man?
My name is Barrett.
Okay, whatever. Barrett. So
Cool.
no disrespect. Sorry.
I mean,
We're not on. We're like just like by definition
I know you're your own thing.
not on his
Yep,
land.
I know. I get it.
Because it's like, is it like? So I've kind of like been like doing my own thing for a while.
Yeah.
Has he been? How long has he been like this? Because that's stupid. That's like the
Um,
whole thing. That's like the whole thing that we just did. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. You have a
Yeah.
TV?
Do I have a yeah.
You have a radio?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
hear about the trophy we brought?
I did. Yeah. I heard about it. He heard about it too.
And like, okay,
Yeah.
so I
Mm.
mean, Cross.
Yeah.
Is that kind of ridiculous? I feel this is our land.
It's absolutely unfounded and ridiculous. God Emperor Eden owns this land, if anything.
We're not. We can't take this from Eden. You
Yeah.
want us, Barrett? You want us to take this from Eden?
I've never met Eden, but
Would you like to meet him? He is a great guy.
I mean, sure. I'm certain he is.
Barrett, I have a clarification I'd like to know. He told you to send this message to who exactly?
He said to whoever is in charge of this area. I assumed it was Mary, so we came over here to talk to her.
That's reasonable to assume. You're going to have to make that declaration to Eden for it to appease your commander.
Okay. Well then, you guys can let us meet Eden.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, let's lead you in.
So
You guys want water, tea, anything?
the guy on the ground still is like shaking. He starts nodding his head. He's like, yeah, he goes, just let me go, man. Just let me go in there. I need something. You just watch his life flash before his eyes. He's terrified.
I move a bit further forward to get to Eden before the others, so I can help him get ready to look as menacing and strong as possible.
Okay. So you guys bring the other ones in. The two guys, they go and they're like, we're gonna get drinks or something, and then Barrett's like, yeah, I have to meet with Eden or whatever. So you guys bring Eden in to the building that Eden is currently residing. Go, you know what? I'll roll to see how intimidating you made Eden look. Pretty damn scary.
Awesome.
So he gets in there, and Eden has like this. He's got like this fucking chain wrapped around his arm from Crosswise. He's got like, he was given like one of the scales from Crosswise's armor, and he has it like as a shoulder pad. He kind of has like this weird Mad Max look going, along with like obviously he has like the eye patch already, so it kind of fits. And he goes and he looks at the guy and goes, what do you want? And then the guy, like Barrett's like kind of like taken back. He's like, is this really the guy y'all have in charge? Is this really? What? You guys seemed pretty peaceful. I don't know why that's okay.
I mean, y'all came here to ask us for taxes.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. I understand. That's I just work. That's just my job.
Yeah, no. Hey, heard. Heard. I respect it, but if you guys ever want to, you're welcome here. You guys are always welcome here. I'm just saying, it's a different era over here. It's not kingdom.
Honestly, with how Augustine's been recently, that'd be pretty nice.
Misk.
Yes.
I want you guys to meet somebody.
Yeah, I want to talk to him anyway. Come here. So I put my hand on the shoulder, and we walk out of the venue, and we walk to my church.
What I was what's going on here?
I want you to see what we're building out here. It's not only just economic value, but spiritual as well. As I show him the church. Boys, girls, come out. All my followers come out.
Oh wow, that's This is, you got quite a group here.
Yes, we're one big family. And honestly, can you really say to yourself that you enjoy living like you do in this land?
Um, eh, it's a solid point.
Hey,
Don't
work is
you
work, right, B?
work, work is work. Don't you wouldn't you wish that you could be a part of a family as well? A family that loves you, provides for you, is there for you,
Okay.
defend you,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
not send you on meaningless tasks like tax collection.
Yeah, I won't lie, that shit is it's pretty bad, yeah.
Now, listen to nephew. I put my arm around him. Let me show you the image of God.
Uh, go ahead and roll wisdom. You know strength needed because he's pretty like susceptible to it right now. You guys are talking about. Fuck. Yeah. You show him the image of God.
Would you like to join us, my friend?
You raise a solid point. Yeah. Why not? Why
Good. Now, your first duty to
not?
in order to protect this family, I
Mm-hmm.
want you to tell Durant
Mm-hmm.
that we agree to his terms.
whoa,
Whoa. Really?
Whoa,
whoa!
yes.
I won't pay
Wait,
I want
taxes.
Wait, which terms? Taxes or diplomacy?
We're going to do diplomacy, okay?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, tell
look,
him to pay us taxes.
mm,
I'm sorry.
mm,
I'm
nephew,
sorry.
nephew,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
nephew. Okay, thank you,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
thank you. We're gonna do diplomacy, okay? And I want you to spy on this guy for me. I want you to give me every single detail you can.
Okay. You're.
I put my hand on his face, softly,
Mm-hmm.
gently,
Mm-hmm.
looking into his eyes.
Uh-huh.
As the sun is behind me,
Okay.
glistening,
Yep.
you are family now, and you must protect us. It's okay. I have you. Your uncle has you. And I give him a hug.
You know what, Quay? You're gonna roll me something for him real quick.
Okay.
I want you to roll wisdom endurance. Holy fuck.
Is it a miracle man?
It's not a miracle man. It's not a miracle man.
Okay. Okay.
It's not a miracle man. Your miracle man is on 97 or higher.
Oh my god.
Um,
Killing me outside.
but he will go spy on him. That role was for him to like have the resolve to like actually do it. Because Augustine's very scary. But yeah, I would say that he'll do it. He hears you out and he begins his way back to meet with his guys. And he goes to on the week and a half long trek back to the capital to talk with Augustine. Before he goes, he tells you guys, he tells Mary, he goes, "Hey, we're going to head out. It's a week and a half long journey. If you guys are going to do diplomacy, it's a 2-week trip. So, you guys should start moving sometime soon. And he heads out, and as he does, you know, as he does, I want you guys to roll dex for me, everybody. Everybody roll me dexterity.
There we go.
There we go. You were due. You were due. Oh my god. Watch Nighlin get this stupid fucking 5 dex check.
Yeah, let's find out. 1 second.
Alright, no, his dex is 10. Never mind.
It's not too much.
Okay.
Not gonna roll. Good.
Okay, so, Lake is the only one that notices that there are people, like, despite Mary being present, there are people, like, not as many as usual, but there's, like, 2 people watching you still. Way off in the distance. You probably, by the time you started, like, getting to them, even if, like, they would notice that you notice them and get out.
Yeah.
Could they hear? Could they hear?
Probably not. It would be outlandish if they could hear from how far away they were.
Okay.
But the Lake takes note of the fact. It's actually crazy that it was Lake that did this. That got the roll. Lake takes note of the fact that there were people watching, specifically, like, even they never watch in, like, while Mary's there. That was something that Osei figured out already. You all already know that. But for some reason, now that there's somebody trying to make a deal with you guys, like that, now that there's a deal between Augustine and you guys, there are people, like, making sure, like, watching that. So that's something to take note of. So you guys, you get to choose when you head off. You can choose to stay here for a little bit and get things settled if you want, or you can choose to head off now and settle things when you get back. It's up to you. And when you guys head off, you'll be heading with Mary to the capital to meet with Augustine. So what would you guys like to do? You guys want to fuck around here in the village a little bit longer? Or do you guys want to start the trek as soon as possible?
I want to go to like a bar and just do exactly what I told the old guy earlier I wasn't going to do. And try and find people who look super susceptible to gambling addiction.
I see. I'll talk with Osei about something, but I'm curious.
I'm gonna go talk to the people in the church, and I'm gonna try to designate people.
Okay.
Excited to work at the casino.
Okay. And so Crosswise discusses something with Osei. He heads over to Osei. He's got something to talk about.
Cross?
Hey, I take Osei with me to a secluded location away from prying eyes and ears.
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't like any of this plan. To be honest, I think it's part of it makes a lot of sense.
Diplomacy, you mean?
Yeah, I think if it was the old me, those monks, they'd only come back in coffins.
I agree. I mean, Augustine, I was thinking about him, and I know he's related to Sir Lake. Is that correct?
I think, to some degree, that has to be the truth, but I like to believe otherwise.
Hmm. It's weird. Maybe I don't want to do anything that would be up to speculation, but I almost felt weird uh, about Augustine, almost as if he might be connected to all of the things that we discussed prior.
It's not impossible, given what we know. And he's potentially old enough. I mean, clearly old enough. It hasn't been that long since it's happened to me, at the very least. But, uh, you know, he's also acting apparently different in recent time. And I don't know how
Right.
far back that would be. I would have to know, but Lake's opinion of him doesn't seem quite good either. So if it's been as long as Lake has been alive, then it lines up.
Hmm. Do you think it's too late to talk to them then?
I think the plan can still work in its current state. I don't think I think if Lemisk feels confident about their trust in him, then they're not to be thought of at this point. But I think walking into Augustine's territory and off of our territory raises suspicion. It puts us in a situation where things can happen. Like
That's true.
mostly political decisions. As powerful as Mary is, her political stuff, I mean, based off history, doesn't seem too grand. But if we're just
Hmm.
talking about our ability to destroy them, then that's on the table. But I think I'm not sure about the allies. I think if I had to guess, and I can't think for too long about it, but I think the people who are looking are from all over the place. They could be people who are just wanting to see what we do if we start a conflict, who they ally with, and so it's kind of in his it's in his nature, I think, to instigate Augustine. That is, I
Hmm.
mean, no offense to Lake, but I feel like they both instigate a lot.
Hmm.
And if there is any shared bond between them, that might be something they slightly share. But if that's the case, then this whole thing is meant to instigate us, sending weak monks, hoping we kill them, telling us that we owe him things that we clearly don't owe him, all of which are things to make us upset.
Hmm. You raise
And
pretty good points, Cross.
I think you're the person who's knows people more than most. So I came to you with it.
Hmm. Well, I guess one thing I've learned is that if your enemy is smart, there's always they're always 10 steps ahead of you. And I feel maybe you're right. I don't know if we should all go, and if maybe the best decision is not to go, or to maybe even bring this up to them, and then really discuss what agenda are they hiding?
Well, something that might work, and I'm not very bright right now, but something that might work maybe is if Lemisk stages that the monks did something. If he cares about them that little, the monks start an attack and they're under Augustine, then it makes Augustine look bad, right?
Right.
Especially if they attack a church, wouldn't you say?
Mm, that's a good point.
But I don't know. I want to roll myself a self int check.
Nope.
I don't know what else we could do beside that, but I'll leave that to you, Osei. I pat him on the shoulder and I put my hand in my head in my hands and I'm like, the nanomachines.
There is something that I do want to like clarify here, and this is a good time to try this. Osei, go ahead and roll me a Dex Wisdom check. Should just be a Dex check, but your Wisdom is a bonus on it. It's related to what you guys were discussing tangentially.
Okay. Okay.
You do not pass. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong. Nothing is happening.
Okay. Got it.
There is.
Yeah.
There's no war embossing say.
Yeah. I'll defer to you on this, Osei, but I don't know if I can keep on this train of thought.
Okay, that's fine. We should gather up the gang and at least talk to them.
All right. I put my arm to be supported by Osei so he can help me walk back as my head's throbbing with immense pain.
Come on,
And
buddy.
While you guys are walking away, Lake, while during their conversation, has walked directly into a small tavern in town. In this tavern, you notice there's a few people. There's obviously this, this like somewhat older woman behind the counter working the bar. There's this guy in the, on a stool in front of the bar, but he seems like he's not the stereotypical drunk that you'd expect to be in that spot. He seems he's pretty chatty. He's talking it up with her. There's a booth in the back that has like two people sitting in it. They look relatively like normal, calm. They're having some drinks, talking like old friends, kinda. You see a somewhat younger guy that's just chilling by himself drinking, and then you see like some lady in the back, and she's also just chilling, just like same as that guy. So who do you approach in this scenario?
I walk up to the bartender.
Okay, you walk up to the bartender, and she looks at you and asks, "What is it that you what you want? What you looking for?"
I say, do you have any apple juice?
She kind of squints and looks at you. She's like,
Alcohol, I don't know, it burns my throat.
"That's okay. Yeah, that's valid." You know what? I'll roll. Do they have any apple juice? They do not have apple juice, Cameron. I'm sorry.
I say, no worries.
Okay.
I say, hey, how long you been working here?
Probably about probably like a yearish, some change.
Are any of these guys regulars?
Pretty much all of them. It's a pretty small village. There like a
Gotcha.
lot of people that come in here consistently come in here.
Gotcha. Is it kind of sad sometimes?
Kind of sad. Sometimes it can get a little low energy. Honestly, since you guys got here, it actually hasn't happened, but it happened a decent amount with like the near the end, like before you guys got here. With the whole like how Augustine's been recently, stuff's been looking down throughout the country.
Yeah.
So I guess it was a little sad for a point in time, but within like the past year-ish, like honestly, that first 8 months, I guess, was fine. Like, it never really got too bad, I guess. Sometimes people would come in here for a drink after a bad breakup or something.
You don't have any regulars who are, I don't know, you feel like they maybe should be banned from the bar?
That kid over there, him sitting at that table in the middle over there, he, I wouldn't say he goes a little too crazy sometimes, but he I've had to stop him before.
Gotcha. All right, could I get ice water and a whiskey neat?
Yeah, she can do that for you. It's gonna be 20 chips. 20 damn
Okay.
chips. And
And I
I will roll. Hold on. Actually, I'll let you roll this. I'll let you roll this. And this is gonna be in your favor. Roll Dex. It's not to be able to handle the drink. It's just for the quality of the drink given.
okay. The quality of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. You get. In fact, this is one of the better drinks you've had.
I'm not drinking it. I'm not drinking it.
Oh, you're not drinking it. Okay. This is gonna be one of the better drinks
Okay,
that have been that they've got on the. It's not usual. It's not common.
Mm-hmm.
This is some real shit. You look at it and you're kind of surprised because you've been to a few places around like the capital and that area back when you lived in this area. You didn't get to go to the outskirts that much because you weren't allowed to do much, because it would disobey your training, type shit. And so everything that you've seen over there, like you've noticed that this is greatly higher quality than what you usually get around up north.
Mm.
Um.
I take my drink
Mhm.
over to the kid who she said gets too rowdy.
Oh, okay.
Kind of before he notices me, like as I'm walking up, I like chug the water,
Uh
and when I get there, I slam the water glass on the table like I've just finished a drink,
huh. Okay.
and I hand him the whiskey.
I'm going to roll specifically to see if he's already drunk, just to see if things go in your favor. No, he's not already drunk, but he does see. He sees it and he goes, "What's this for? Who are you? Oh wait, you're the new. Yeah. What's this for?"
I just figured I'd buy you a drink. You're sitting over here alone. They said you're a regular.
Yeah, I guess
You hear a lot?
uh, probably like once every other day-ish, every other night.
Gotcha.
Why? What? This is. He's like he's kind of like squinting a little bit. He's like, hmm.
Cause to be honest with you, I'm not the best socially. I'm trying to force
Mm.
myself to interact with people more.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Uh,
Really, Lake? Didn't you killed a dragon? You the dragon guy?
Yeah, don't have to talk to dragons.
That. Fair point. Fair point. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But
Well,
I don't know. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about this village. I don't know. I'm kind of we're new here. We just got here and
Okay.
just trying to kind of put down roots.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. And he goes ahead and he pours him. He takes the drink, and he doesn't down it entirely, but he goes ahead and has some. And I'ma roll. I'ma just give this a 10 because this is a rando guy that I don't have endurance written for. Honestly, I'm gonna make it a 5 actually. And it's a good drink. It doesn't really phase him like that. He's already had a few, so he gets up he goes up a little bit, but he's still like it's not affecting him that
He's still
much.
fine.
Yeah, he's like he could operate a vehicle.
That's crazy.
Would it be smart? Probably not, but he could. So he like has it like, damn, wow, you. Okay, that I didn't realize you just went around buying shit like this for people you didn't know. That's crazy. Okay, so what is it about the village that you want to learn? What are you looking for?
Has anything changed here recently? The bartender was saying, I guess it's been a little busier, but I'm more
Changed?
wondering about with Augustine.
Yeah. I guess here collectively in terms of like the Northern Wind as a whole, in
No, no,
this
no, no.
village
I mean the
specifically,
village.
um,
Yeah.
the not necessarily. I guess, a few of the younger people, uh, have been ended up getting like recruited into places around here like forts and stuff around here recently, being more militarized. The country as a whole is more militarized now, and that's why.
Mhm.
um there was there was a point like 2 or 3 months ago, um where some of the residents did go missing.
Who?
Just uh different people. It was weird. There wasn't even really a pattern to it. Few kids, a few older people. Hell, there was a like established monk that lived here. And he even went missing at one point. We don't know what happened to any of them. We tried searching. Um,
You never found anything?
no traces of people. No, I mean, I myself wasn't personally on that squad. That was while I was out working. I was out on business at the time. Um, but I know that there's a few people around here that were heading that search. I know that you'd probably have to find somebody else. But let me roll to see if he would know this actually, and he's like decently smart, so I'll give him a 10. He wouldn't really know. Yeah, I heard that they found like something weird, but I don't know the whole situation. I wasn't here for it.
You know anyone who did?
Do I know anybody who did? No, I do not.
Hmm.
I most of my friends either because at that time there was like the country was weird. He was like holding a parade in the capital. A lot of people had to make a pilgrimage up there, so on and so forth. So this village didn't have that many people in it. It was a great. If it was up to me to say, which might be fucked up, I'd say the amount of people that we had leave was a great time for somebody to come in and potentially take people to make them go missing.
Hmm.
But
Do you think that could have anything to do with Augustine? You said a monk went missing?
a monk went missing, yeah.
Did I don't know, had he said anything or done anything before he went missing that
Uh,
might have put a target on his back?
you know what? Let me build lore for a second. Let me roll to see if this guy was connected to Leon. Hold on. Let me roll you a 100 to see if this guy was how connected he was to Leon. This guy was like an acquaintance with him. He he talked to Leon every now and then. He probably wasn't close enough to tell you if he was acting weird, but he didn't notice anything.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a bit surprising. And then he finishes his drink, and then I'll roll to see how he's feeling after finishing the drink. He is, he's a little bit fucked up. It's not, he's good at carrying himself, so obviously he's been here before, but he's a little bit fucked up.
How do you make your money, man? In this
Uh,
village.
In this village, well, he is a like what would the word be? So this village is like near a large dock.
Mm-hmm.
That allows like exported goods into the country. There's a whole caravan route that leads directly to the capital on the other side of the country. There's like 3 big docks that are across the major points of the northern wind. And he works down there as kind of like a tradesman. So he does a little bit of everything down there because he's like he's a bit of a higher tier person on their rungs, which is kind of crazy because he looks pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like he does a little bit of boat work in terms of like he helps fix ships. He does a little bit of fishing, but what his main thing is he's like working on like exporting stuff from here. He's like a trade guy. So he goes out on the ships a decent amount to like, make journeys to other places, export goods, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Um
You do all right
and-
for yourself? You make good money?
Pretty solid money, yeah. Depends. This stuff's been kind of slow recently because of the whole thing that Durant's doing.
Yeah. So hard to make money around here. Trying to find any sort of odd job to just earn a little bit, because I mean you'd think they pay us well in the corps, but they don't.
They don't?
They don't.
Wow.
No, I mean really not as much as you'd think. Yeah, I mean I'm doing all right now. Thank God I got money for rent because I turned 50 to 1,500
What?
at the new casino. They gave me this jacket. I kind of pointed the jacket. I'm like, I want it.
You asshole. Roll me in. With advantage, you're gonna get an extra 20 on top of this.
Okay. So do I add the 20?
Add the
or-
20. Go ahead and add the 20. Oh God. Fucking dickhead. He is enamored. 50 to 1,500.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're open all the time. I think they're a little short-staffed recently, but they're trying to get their footing, I guess. I don't know if I caught them on a bad night or if I got lucky. I don't know. But I know I'll be back.
Oh wow. Huh. I didn't even know that we were opening a new casino around here. That feels absurd for this place, I guess. Wow. The new people in charge really make moves. Yeah, I just got back from some work actually. This is my first night back. So that's really interesting to hear. Maybe I'll go check out the casino. That's interesting.
Yeah, you'll have to. You have to. I give him the directions to it. I'm like, again, I don't know if they're open all day. Matter of fact, last time I saw they weren't open, so I don't know what their hours are looking like. I think they're inconsistent right now, but coming soon, I guess. Let your friends know. I made so much money, dude, in like 15 minutes. In and out. That's the way to do it, I guess.
Whoa. I'll remember that. And he kind of like, he's like, damn, it's a little late. I do have to head out to bed for work tomorrow, but I'll make sure to check that out on the way.
Yeah. I'm kind of like getting up out of the seat, and I leave 5 chips on the table. Presumably for the bartender to take, but I'm not really looking. So like if he wanted to, he could pocket them.
He wouldn't. He would not.
Okay.
He's an honest man.
Gotcha.
And he goes ahead and he heads on his way out of the bar. As Lake has just finished absolutely finessing this nigga.
Huge.
Lemisk is at his church.
All right, nephews, nieces, come here. All right. Now, I'm gonna go away for a couple of weeks. While I'm gone, I need you guys to keep the fort. I need you guys to hold down the fort, okay? Now, Elijah, you
I forgot to.
are my you are in charge. Okay.
Whoops.
Followed by Muhammad
Yeah. Huh?
and
What?
okay.
Huh? What do
You
you?
three will be my managers at the casino.
Oh, casino managers. Um.
Keaton, Michael, you guys are gonna be running. You guys are gonna be the dealers. Okay. Make sure the house wins. Okay. Justin, Saquon, I need you guys here. There's gonna be an influx of people coming in to our new land. Okay. So I need you guys to be here, and I need you guys to welcome them.
Of course.
Now, Saquon,
Hmm?
you are in charge of looking up of research. Okay. I need you. Here's my. I give him my phone number. I need you to research every little detail you can give me between dealing with the corpse and treaties when it comes to land deals. Okay, because I feel like in I'm gonna let you guys in on why I chose diplomacy, because legally he should not be able to tax our land. Okay, because this is a whole world agreed upon tradition, and by trying to tax us, trying to take this land that we won from the corpse, believe that's defiling a couple treaties or so. So it would be in his best interest to let us to let certain things slide and certain things rock. Now, Saquon, I need you. You are the linchpin to my thesis. You, Saquon. I look at him. Nephew, I need you to do this for me, okay?
Okay. All
Down,
right.
pat him on the shoulder. Well, now, Justin, you are the hiring manager. So when anyone walks through that door, put them to work in the casino. Or if they think they can do it, they can help around here. Right. But we need people doing stuff. Right now until we can get some more people coming into this village. Right. So it's gonna be us, the backbone. Okay. This is why I named the church Perseverance. Because we will persevere here. God, if it's out there, this is our first test as a community. This is what I've been telling you guys about. This is what you guys follow me for. I believe in all of you. Now, I'll be back. And I hope you guys stay safe. I love you. I pack my bags, get my bag ready, and I head out. Oh, and another thing, protect this land with your lives. at all costs. Okay? I'll walk out.
Low key, you just did something big as fuck. The keep eyes on like how land moves between people. That will be something useful. That was great. So you guys, you guys have spent like an extra 2 days in the village as opposed to when you first got the news that you needed to head out. You guys all get ready with Mary, and she's gonna take you guys to the capital. She is there to make sure that you guys can pursue diplomacy, so that you guys don't get hoed on the way there, so on and so forth. And she, I don't know if Lake's actually back yet, because I know that Cam said he was gonna be right back. So, if he is not, then I will approach this differently. So, you guys are walking out. You guys are about to walk out of the city, and Mary kind of wants everybody to like gather around and wants to give you guys a rundown. And she looks at Crosswise, and she goes, "Crosswise, do
Yes.
you remember our training?"
Yeah.
Okay. So, we might have to get ready for something. Maybe after this trek to the capital. So, how do I explain this? Do you guys remember, what Terminus told you about the walking city?
Think I remember pieces.
The walking god, the whole... how the other group was trying to make another one?
Oh yeah.
So... let's just say I got word from somebody that I'm rather close to in that city. We might have to make a trip
Sounds good to me.
after this whole ordeal. And so this is gonna be hard to explain to you guys. I don't know how much I'm allowed to divulge. I'm not good with the whole like political secrecy thing. So I'm just gonna tell you what I know. Okay? I'm gonna tell you guys what I know. After this journey to the capital, we're gonna have to go to the walking city, and probably help defend it.
The walking city.
Yeah, so you know the whole walking god thing? So the reason that golem that the city is on top of is able to walk, it's technically an ancient magical artifact, and has what is known as, it's powered by ooh, wait, am I allowed to tell them that? I'm gonna roll int for her to see if she would determine if she's able to tell you guys or not. She would deem that she is able. Because she, for some reason, has shonen main character-esque trust in you guys. So she says, so the golem is powered by a thing known as the Heart of Cleo. So the Heart of Cleo and you gathered something from the whole soulless ordeal. You guys saw that they were trying to consume souls and turn it into like a whole thing to be used as a power source. So the Heart of Cleo is the Philosopher's Stone. And
Philosopher's Stone.
if somebody had this knowledge, then maybe they could potentially also know how to remove it from the golem, destroying the city and just preventing the golem from being alive. And using it to create another walking god or unleash hell upon the world. And that'd be pretty bad. So, we're probably gonna have to go help with that. After this whole Augustine thing. Lake, you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
When we... It might be too early, but we'll see. After this journey to the capital, if we have time in between then and the visit to the walking city, you are going to take somebody to some coordinates that I don't really remember. I gave him to Terminus. He'll give them to you when the time comes. When you get there, I'm gonna want you to meet with somebody about that arm that could help, or
Oh my god. I need this to help.
it might. It'll probably help, because if it doesn't help, then you won't have to worry about it anymore. If that makes you feel any better.
Okay. Okay. I guess no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay. Well.
But okay, yeah.
Well,
And
if it
how,
okay, I think you're
how long
strong
do you
enough
think
for
that'll
it.
be?
So
Well, they thought I was strong enough for the book too. It's this shit all over again. I'm sorry.
Lake, you're
I'm
not who you were
sorry.
when you opened the book. You're far greater. He pats him on the shoulder.
Oh god, I really appreciate that. Cross, I really, genuinely, actually, I really need that right now.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, like, it'll be all right. In between, either after we make it to the capital and go to the walking city, or after that bout at the walking city, you will be when you go. We'll see when the time comes.
Okay. All right. I'll worry about it when we get there.
Yes.
I guess just try and focus on stuff we gotta do now.
Yes.
What's the deal with Augustine? Are we still?
I don't fucking know, man.
Who are we
That's what
gonna
I'm trying to
send up
figure out.
there?
I said something to Osei earlier. Maybe he
Mhm.
knows. My head hurts, so I'm gonna sit down, but he should explain it.
Well, we were wondering if we could ask if you knew anything about Augustine and I guess the connection with the people that's been following us, Lake, which I know it's a little bit too early to say, but I don't know if you recall any past memories with you and your father.
Before you respond, like, Osei, I want you one last time. I will give you another chance for the Dex Wisdom roll.
Okay.
Holy shit. Yeah, so you detect why Lake's nightmare power is so weird. As you're speaking to him. You were thinking about it earlier while speaking with Crosswise, but you had to see him again to make sure. You can deduce, and it is unknown why this is, even to Lake himself. But you can deduce that the reason that he is able to stave off the nightmare corruption is because he is not able to purify it. Neither are you. Nothing can purify how fucked up he is. But you sense that there is something within him that is like a pure thing, like a purifying thing. Like as if like either his heart itself is pure, or there is some kind of like magic coursing throughout him that like doesn't cause like cure corruption, but prevents it from continuing.
Wait. This is weird.
You alright, Osei?
Yeah, this is crazy. Dude, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I just noticed something about you. Have you ever went to the doctors and checked up on your heart?
That's crazy to say. That's terrifying for him to hear.
No. I mean, not recently. Is it that should? Is there? I'm a little stressed out. If I'm.
No, Sir Lake. Forgive me.
It's just like it's fine.
I'm I'm a little startled right now. I didn't even notice this, but I feel like there's something that. Can we talk to Terminus about this? Because I think we need to further investigate this. Because I don't know how to explain this.
Sure. Mary, did you know where is Terminus here or?
We could make arrangements to meet him before heading to the Walking City. We have to head back to Brunel anyways.
Okay. Yeah, is everything okay, Osei?
Yes.
Kind of let
No.
me in on.
Trust me, Sir Lake. I'm sorry. I mean, Lake. I don't want you to feel like there's anything wrong. It's just. Okay. I'll explain it like this. This is connected with your nightmare, the curse on your arm. But it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
But then again, out of all my travels, I've never seen anything like this. I don't know what to make of it.
Don't take this the wrong way, Osei. Just the way that you and Mary are talking about this. I'm just kind of trying my best not even to think about the arm right now. It doesn't sound like a certainty that this is gonna turn into something cool. And I was like kind of under the impression, I would have gotten it healed earlier if I knew everyone was gonna be so worried about this sort of thing. I'm pushing the thought to the back of my mind that I'll be walking around with one less arm.
I for one
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry, Mary. I don't want to talk about it. I understand that you outrank me, but
I'm happy you did it.
I really appreciate that. My arm hurts so bad, and I haven't been talking about it.
Yeah,
and
but
really, I think it's making me a little bit of a worse person.
But
I think I might have ruined a man's life tonight.
Oh no! What do you mean ruined a man's life?
You know what? And that had nothing to do with the arm.
You'll be
that was on me,
nephew.
Oh.
Thanks.
Okay. Like. So, are we gonna head out to meet them in the capital, or?
Let's I guess let's go see Terminus and Brunel.
Well, no, we have to head to the capital, and then we after the capital is when we are able to make moves.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm a little
Wait.
scrambled.
It's okay. Don't
Yeah.
worry. I get it.
Okay, but wait. Sorry to impose, but can we at least call him?
Call Terminus? Yeah, I
You have a
guess.
phone, right?
Yeah, hold on.
I have my little headset. My
Oh
cool-
yeah, he
Yeah.
has the vice captain.
If you don't mind.
You hear a little sound on the other end. You hear a little tap.
Hello?
Oh shit. Hey.
Terminus. Hey, you're on speaker.
Word. Oh, okay. What's going on? What do y'all need me for?
Osei.
So Terminus. Lake, can I
Yes, of course, of
can I
course, of course.
can I talk to him privately?
Privately. Come on now, man. We're
Please,
all a
Terminus.
team here, man. Like there are
Terminus.
you hear like a blast of fire go past his head. He's like, "Look, man, I'm in the middle of something. Okay? You either tell me right now or it ain't getting done."
I just had Osei the earpiece.
Okay, fine. All right. I've noticed something with something inside Lake's body, okay? And
Oh,
I'm wondering if you knew anything about this.
you
Please,
and
this is
your
urgent.
soul stuff. Yeah. You probably detected something in his soul. Okay. Hold on, and you just hear him like punch something. He's like, "All right. Okay. So, what I'm gathering, is that you detected something with his soul or something. I know that that's what you do with the whole spirit stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I mean, what did you detect? What is it? What's
It's almost as it's like some sort of like purifier in a way.
You know, I did think it was weird that his corruption wasn't continuing. Realistically, he should have been a nightmare by now. I was thinking the same exact thing. What I noticed, before you guys left, you know, we did a little bit of medical checks on you guys just to make sure that everything was okay before y'all left. What I noticed about him when we did the medical check is, his nightmare corruption has not continued at all. Hasn't progressed in a single time. Well, it progressed once because he came in contact with the nightmare. But other than that, it's never progressed. So I did think that was kind of strange. If you're saying that he has something in his soul that like purifies nightmare corruption or something, never heard of that. Quite frankly, I've heard of people with the ability to like cleanse corruption, kind of like you. But I've never heard of somebody being unable to like being uncorruptible unless did you guys figure out if Augustine is connected to the whole thing yet? To the whole to the group and whatnot? Like y'all were talking about?
Well, we have strong leads.
Okay.
The-
Well, hold on. Roll this. Fuck. Okay. Well, if I had to make a theory, actually, this is something we'll have to look into. After the next time you guys are available.
Also,
Huh.
can I also add that I guess they didn't tell you there's a potential well, there was a priest that pretty much so there was I guess there's a potential situation where the priest me and Cross was talking there might be a priest potentially trying to attack the church to blame on Augustine.
Oh shit. No, I don't know anything about that. I mean, Mary messaged me earlier saying that she was happy that Lake stopped her from killing a man in cold blood. Said something about a deal, Augustine. Yeah, that rings a bell. The monk you guys brought in?
Mhm.
I think Mary said that he seemed fine. Said that he seemed okay. Mary told me that she you know, I usually trust whoever she trusts. She hasn't led me astray yet.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I was talking with Cross, and we almost feel like there has to be a ulterior motive to even um, meeting up with them, with Augustine.
Well, oh my god, so much going on over here. God damn it. So I would say honestly what I would wager is actually it's more beneficial for him not to do anything that would impede on you guys getting to the capital if he wanted all of you there for a reason in specific is also a possibility. So even like it could even be like more layered than what you guys are currently thinking. But I don't know. I never known Lake to be scared of anybody. I'd say just go.
Hmm. Okay. And are you okay back there?
Um, I've taken out what 1, 2, 3, probably about 6, 7 of them right now. 8 of them maybe. Wait, hold on. Let me recount. 8. Yeah, 8. Yeah, I'm fighting some nightmares over here. It's been a lot more rowdy since you guys left, probably due to the whole laboratory explosion thing. They probably released whatever shit they were cooking in there. But yeah, I'd say you guys are fine. I'd say just go to the capital and we'll see what to do after. We have a whole bunch of shit we need to do after that trek. So just make it back safe. Um I gotta go for now.
Okay.
And he closes the connection.
That was on speaker, right?
Yeah, that was all on speaker. So yeah, you guys all have knowledge of that. You all know that there's like a weird thing with Lake's soul that prevents the nightmare corruption from moving forward, and you guys all know that nightmares are getting stronger in Brunel, and you guys all know that there's some weirdo shit going on with Augustine. What might it be?
Mary,
Yeah.
did did, did you were you surprised that I hadn't turned into a nightmare yet?
I mean, I just thought you were strong.
Just a pretty interesting thing to keep from me.
I just
'Cause
no,
my
I just thought you were
whole
strong.
arm-
I promise.
Just a super really interesting thing I feel like to maybe leave out and
No,
just say, "Hey,
I
it'll
didn't
be
think about it.
alright."
I just thought you were strong. I don't know.
Didn't think about it. Didn't think. I don't know. I feel like you thought about it a lot.
No.
Feel like you thought about it a lot.
No. She genuinely
Alright.
didn't.
Lake.
She's stupid. She genuinely didn't.
Hmm.
Don't
Mary's
worry, Sir
not
Lake.
smart.
Well, let me interject. I'm going to tell you guys my plan and why I chose to go the diplomat route. To quell any thoughts of misdeeds. So I tell everyone my plan.
Okay. So yeah, he tells everybody the plan that he made when he was talking to his followers about it. That basically goes over like that. Long story short, he's using this as a long-term gain type thing where the idea is eventually either A, he stops annoying you guys and you slowly start getting more land throughout the northern wind, or B, you just take that shit from him. So yeah.
I have my, like I said, my man's Saquon is an excellent researcher. I know he is. Actually, he's been texting me this entire time of like different laws, jurisdictions, and treaties, right? That puts us in a favorable position. So we're golden. Basically, we're not getting taxed, and we're keeping this land. Augustine's back in my day, we would say this man's capped out for real.
That's not what you would say at all. Nope. Never would have said that. Just never.
Why?
Because Augustine is insane. He thinks that he can just waltz in on our land that we won and then tax us. Come on. I'm Lemis
Yeah.
Kyojin, for Christ's sakes. Well, for God's sakes. Okay. The god of the streets. Well, ex-god of the streets. God of the streets, nonetheless. And the only thing I turn down is the callers and the haters. And nephew, I turned the lake. Your father is a caller and a hater. We're gonna turn him down.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Ain't no problem there.
So yeah, you guys begin your trek towards the capital of the Northern Wind. And on your way out, I'm gonna need all y'all to roll a raw D100. 62, 62, 13, 61. That's what, 120, 180, 183, 196. Am I doing my math right?
Yeah.
Well, this is how the session will end then. So you guys are about to fight. You guys on, a little ways out from the village, you encounter some weird nightmares.
Oh
So,
no, nightmares.
some weird nightmares. We're gonna move over to combat here. And you're going to see two of them. You're gonna see two of them. You're gonna see two of them. So, Mary will be an assist in this fight, by the way. Just to let you know. So, this is, they look humanoid. You guys recognize this as not a textbook example because there is something weird, corrupted, and fucked up about them. So it's a very unusual, like, corrupted human. This is like a version of, this is like kind of what they warned you about if you fucked up reading the book. But there's something like even different about this situation as opposed to that. So you run into two of them, and do you guys see the turn order?
No.
I
I
see it,
don't.
but I don't see anyone in the turn order.
Why does it do that every time, man? Fuck. Go ahead and do that. Do that. Do that, and oops. Do that. Go ahead and put you guys' dexes in. And yeah, we're gonna. So, combat will be started by. Hold on, let me make sure that everything's in order. So do that. Boom, boom, We do that, and then we do that. So, you guys encounter some of these weird, fucked up nightmares outside, and it's immediately suspicious, as you can tell that these were at one point in time normal people.
What the fuck?
And Lake, you may begin combat.
All right. I am going to run that real quick.
Go ahead and run
And
that.
then
How far are you from them?
was it
You are
25?
25 and 35.
Okay. So let me see. All right. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a picture and try and find a weak point.
So, you already know that they're weak to fire because that's just knowledge that is held in this verse, is that humans get their ass beat by fire.
Mhm.
You also notice that they are like notably frail. So they're very easy to like either attempt to attack like weak spots such as like where you think you'd be able to like break their bones. They're susceptible to grabs.
Okay.
They're susceptible to like any large blunt thing. Like they will take extra damage to a lot of physical things because they're like pretty frail.
Gotcha. All right.
I will say also, go ahead and roll for me right quick.
Just a raw 100.
Raw or not raw, dex. Roll dex. Because there is something I want you to yeah, I'll give it to you. Because it'd be kind of fucked otherwise. I will tell you that they have a potential of one of their moves is a grab. You specifically do not want to be hit by
Not
it.
want to get grabbed. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna use Might of Midas.
Oh fuck! Here we go. So, let me explain this. So, Might of
Take
Midas
20 chips.
is a spell that he obtained from wearing the crown of Midas that he got from the King's Den. He can spend 20 chips to spin slots, and the slots will take effect on like the next attack or spell that he does. Has whatever like a random effect based on what he rolls. He cannot know the effects unless he has used the move. And every time he gets a new effect, he learns what it does. Not every effect is positive. So I want you to roll a D100 for me, and I have on my sheet what each of these possible things could be. 41 to 50, nothing happens.
Hell on Earth.
41 to 50, nothing happens. So yeah, I will go ahead and say that I am now realizing something because you're also already spending the 20 chips, Cam.
Uh-huh.
There you go. There you go.
What does that do? Oh, appreciate you.
Yeah. I didn't like how much health that was taken. After seeing it happen once and being like nothing happened, I was like that shit shouldn't have taken that much health. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
It
It doesn't cost AP to do. He can do it as long as he has money. That's the caveat, is money. So just
okay,
for those
I
that are
am
curious.
going to. I'm gonna use Focus Flare on this guy on the bottom.
Got guaranteed hits because you did the focus lens. He will have to roll to be able to hit next attack.
I'm going to.
I'll go ahead and write that he's blinded. Let me put the thing on the thing.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and try and Focus Flare the other guy too.
Roll me dex. Let's go ahead and see if bro can beat that.
Crazy.
Go again.
That's
roll
crazy.
roll dex again. We'll retry. I wanted to roll dex again just to make it hype. I was gonna let you have it regardless. But
Gotcha.
the fact that you roll, I mean, he literally can't. No way!
Dude. Okay.
Go again. Fuck it. Let's just keep
Okay.
going. Let's just see.
All right.
Let's see. We're going band for band now. We gotta see. Okay, you win. You win. You
That was
deserve.
crazy.
You deserve that. Honestly, he falls on his fucking ass. He's blinded. He falls to the ground. The motherfucker hits his head, deals like fucking extra damage too. I won't tell you how much, but blinded, and proned. Just cause of how sick that was. Just cause that was hype.
Huge. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try the Midas thing again.
Okay, go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
try.
burn,
Go
burn
ahead
some
and
more chips.
burn some more chips on Midas. Go ahead and roll me a D100. So you know that 41 to 50 does nothing. Okay. So you actually got something good here. So 71 to 80. You gain a buff to damage on the next hit, guaranteed, however much you want, based on however many chips you wish to spend for it.
Okay. A buff to the next hit based on how many chips you
Yeah, so
spend.
you'll just get like that number flat added to the next thing you do.
Gotcha.
And that's
All right, and I'm gonna end
71
my
to
turn.
80. You're gonna end your turn. Oh, you're setting something up. Oh, he's setting something up. Okay, you end your turn. Next turn, Crosswisington.
All right. I move here.
You move there. Yep, you can do that.
I will cross chop this one on the north.
You will cross chop. And the cool, funny thing is, he honestly will take more damage because he's prone. So you're gonna do your 125. And honestly, let's make it a little fun. Roll me a D100. Fuck it. 11. Okay, well that's sad. I wanted a little bit more damage on that, but you do the 125 plus 11. Minus 115. And then honestly, that's really sad because 10 flat defense, so -1. That's pretty sad. Hey, but the extra one, earth damage, you know?
Earth
Earth
damage.
damage.
God. Sounds
So
good.
yeah. What do you choose to do?
Do I know like roughly how much percentage health this thing has?
It's probably got like. Let me count in my head. Let me calc it out. So he's probably got like 80-ish, 70, 80% of his health right now.
Gotcha. Sounds good to me. I will do one more cross chop and end my turn.
He's still prone, so you go ahead and roll again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me do that. -100, and then do that minus. I accidentally typed in -15 a second ago, so I had to add -100 to that as well. And then -71 because flat defense. Boom! You did a good fucking chunk of damage. And you in your turn.
Correct.
All right. So, which one is this? It's this one. Has to spend an action getting up from being prone. So let me go ahead and do that. They get 2 of them things. They get 2 of them damn actions. So it's no longer prone. And it's gonna roll to tell me which move it's gonna do. It is going to do nothing because it cannot do anything with that attack. So its turn ends. Next, we'll do this guy. So he will do nothing for 1 action. Okay, so this one can actually do something. So now it's going to roll to see who it hits. 1 is Crosswise, 2 is Osei, 3 is Lake, 4 is Lemisk. It attacks Crosswise. That's kind of bad, actually, that it chose you. So we're gonna go ahead and do. So it's gonna roll. Is it /R or R/? /R.
/R, yeah.
D10. Okay, you're lucky. So it's going to deal to you 17 mental damage Crosswise.
Okay.
It does 15 plus D10. So you know, be careful. You're the one that really has to watch out for that because you have really low mental.
Yeah.
Honestly, actually, I forgot to factor in the fact that it's blinded. So let me roll Dex right quick. It has to pass a 40. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that hits. So you hold 17. Unless do you have the AP to dodge?
I doubt it.
How much do you have?
How much AP do I have?
Yeah,
Like 40.
like 40-ish.
The initiative is the same as the accuracy here, so the enemy would be at 18. So, or that's the wrong spot. But yeah, I think it's where the heck is this? Oh, there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would
dodge.
cost me 63.
Yeah,
okay.
63. Yeah, I see it. All right. Well, then, yeah, you take 17 mental. And it's turn ends. So, they are both. I will roll to see if they stay blinded now that their turns have ended. So, they just have to roll over 50. Okay, one's unblinded, both unblinded. And then it's Osei's turn.
Okay.
What will you do, Oseington?
I'll walk up to the one in front of me.
You'll walk up to the one in front of you. Okay. You can do that. Well, hold on. Let me see if that would cost you anything. I don't think it would. Let's see. What's your agi? 12? Yeah, you
12.
can do it. You can do that.
I can do it. Okay.
You can walk up to. Well, it depends. Where do you want to walk to? On the place. Move your piece to where you want to walk to.
I was thinking like right here.
You would have to pay. Let me check your jump. Yeah. So you would have to pay 20 AP to do that, because it's
20?
like it's a little bit past your because
Okay,
your
got
agi
it.
is 12,
Got it.
so it costs you 20 AP to make that move. But yeah, you can walk up to this motherfucker. I
Cool.
know what you're gonna try to do. This is gonna be hard as fuck.
Yeah, I'm
It's gonna
gonna do Spirit Terminal.
Yeah, I do it. So Spirit Terminal, I guess he hasn't used it in a real combat yet, so I get to explain this. He can grab an enemy and tether their spirit to his, and they give him a stack of spirit armor every time they get hit. Limited to 3 per player turn, so up to 3 hits per player turn. So it is now. I'll write. Well, go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Strength.
Yeah, just roll strength.
Okay.
You pass. It's fine. Because they're frail. They're susceptible to command grabs. Yes. You, let's see, how much, yeah, Spirit Terminal, costs 35 mental. You link him to you. Linked. So you, technically that attack also, does it deal damage? It doesn't. I honestly think that it should. I'll revise that after this session. for the sake of it, we're just gonna say he takes a hundo for now. It'd probably be a little less knowing your stats. So we'll say he takes like 80 for now. My ear is freaking out. But we're gonna say he takes 80 for now. And then like you have your link to him and he takes a hit for that. So technically you have a stack of spirit armor already. So you have 1 stack of spirit armor now. So you can mark that next to the skill on the sheet. Put 1 there. You want to keep marking those because it automatically does the math for some of your spells using the spirit armor stacks that are listed. So you want to write the 1 next to the skill. And then what will you do after that?
And then after that, I'll conjure my sword.
You can conjure your sword. Conjure sword.
All right, and then trying to keep up this. Well, I make an attempt to stab him.
He is not blinded anymore, so I actually will be able to roll for him to dodge. So go ahead. Are you gonna do a one-handed or two-handed sword?
We could do two-handed.
Two-handed. So you will be doing two-handed. So that'll cost 20 AP. Okay. So he will attempt to dodge. It's gonna be pretty hard for him to dodge. He does not dodge shit. Yeah, so you hit him for 77. So boom. And he will not be able to dodge again, so, or attempt to dodge again. So if you try to hit him, he's not going to be able to do anything about it.
Okay. You know what? Let's do another stab.
You'll do another stab. It will do 67 more damage because the flat defense factor. And that means you have 3 stacks on him now. You have 3 spirit stacks now.
Okay. Because of the total. Okay.
Yeah. And that would be your limit for the next person that hits him can proc it up to a total of 3 more times, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Scales per player. It can only be a max of 3 per player though.
3 per player. Okay. Okay.
What will you do now?
I'll end it there.
You want it there? Okay. So next turn is Lemisk.
All right, so first I start my turn by playing Droll and Lockbird.
Okay, you'll play Droll and Lockbird. They are unable to activate their effect.
Okay. First, we're going to do a Prayer of Fortune.
You will do a Prayer of Fortune.
I'm going to heal my allies.
And you're going to heal your allies. Yes, Prayer of Fortune will heal everybody for 52. So, heal 52 of that damn their stamina damn.
Then we're going to do a nice Prayer of Misfortune.
You're going to do a Prayer of Misfortune. So, your Prayer of Misfortune, what will you choose to do with Prayer of Misfortune?
We are going to have their... Okay.
You have their defense or their attack?
If I have their attack, let's just say they hit Lake. Could Lake survive if I have their attack?
The problem with him isn't necessarily the damage he would take. The reason he doesn't want to come in contact with grabs from them is because of the nature of their powers and the fact that they are corrupted nightmares. So it would infuse with shit in his arm.
Okay.
It's bad for it's character bad, not he would die if he could take hits from them, no problem. That's fine.
Well, I'll have their flat defense.
Have their flat defense. I'll just let you. Yeah, you can just do that to them. They now have 5 flat defense. Until the next turn. So, yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna turn the camera on.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna turn the camera on?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera on.
Okay, so we'll say that there's people watching now. Yeah. People can see what you guys are doing. You now have access to hype. That was the reason that it was not accessible immediately is because the camera people aren't allowed here in the northern one. The people from the White Lotus Society. So they are not constantly traveling with you like they were in Brunel. So active decision to turn on the camera means that you now are building hype.
Okay. I put my hand on my gun.
Okay.
Right. And I call an assist.
You call an assist. What assist will you call, Lemisk?
I'm gonna. Let's see. James, get out here.
James walks, he jumps in front of you. He screams alchemy as he puts his hand on the ground and summons a volcanic cannon. A small, tiny volcano out of the ground in the shape of a cannon. Who do you want him to fire at, boss?
I want him to fire at the one Osei's at.
Okay. Well, that guy can't dodge, so that's a good one to hit. It will hit. It will hit. It just will. It's going to hit for guaranteed damage, but it is weak to it because it's weak to fire. So it's going to get double the damage on top of it. So instead of that, it's going to be this. Boom. And it also takes that damage to mental because it's a weakness. So boom.
Then we're gonna combo that in with an Elijah electric entry.
Electric entry. So Elijah from behind you comes from out of the air. You don't even know how he got that high and fucking nails this guy in the chest with a lightning kick. And it will knock him back. So he goes back 1, he goes back 2. And it does lightning. I'm gonna, you know what, because you're stacking elements on this guy and you just hit him with a weakness, I am gonna roll. He's holy fuck. Yeah, he's paralyzed. Paralyzed. He will have to roll on his turn to decide if he's able to do literally anything. As well as he just took the damage from Brody. So yeah.
All right. So cinematically, they come back and they give me dab.
Yeah. They pull up. They're like, "Hey, it was we did good. We did good.
Good job, nephews." I take my hand off my gun. Looks like I didn't need it. Looks like I did pull this out.
You have 2 stacks of hype.
Nice.
What would you like to do next? Oh, those also, by the way, Osei, that's 2 more stacks for you, by the way. You're at 5 now, I think.
Yep.
All right, bet. What else would you like to do, Quay?
And my turn.
You and your turn. Lake, back to you.
All right. I am going to, let's see, off rip.
Offer it. Got to do it every time.
Where am I at? 20. Okay.
That's technically a 25 because its back extends to. It's a 2 spacer.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I'm gonna move like here.
Okay.
It does me no good, does it?
No,
Hold on.
that actually lost you the potential 25 from
Bink.
getting us back. Yeah, there you go. You have movement. Why not? Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I get 2 moves per, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're good.
Maybe 3, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna go ahead and negative exposure on bro.
Negative exposure on which one?
On the guy who's in my
Okay.
focal length.
So negative exposure, you will be placing the
And I'm gonna
mark on bro.
Yep, and I'm gonna spin 25 chips.
Okay, so you're gonna do 25 negative exposure. It does have the chance to dodge, but it's a really hard check. Oh, so close. It was a 100. So yeah, you're good. You hit it. You get negative exposure. You spend the 25 chips. So you're doing 72. Okay. All right. So minus that, and then minus that. Oh no, that was, I can add. Okay, so there is also, yes, that. And then, because I did my math wrong, I factored it as if he still had 10 flat defense instead of 5. And then this did, how much? 25, you said? So it does that much. And that motherfucker got the stack on him now. So, you know, the next time it gets hit, it'll have bonus elemental damage towards its weakness.
Okay, I'm gonna use. Hold on, let me take that out of my stats real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Might of Midas again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100. That's a fun ability.
Yeah, it rules. Okay.
53. What move are you going to do next? I cannot tell you what this does yet.
I'm going to do. I was planning on absorbing an image, a picture after this, which would be a skill, and then
Yes, you can just you can absorb
the
yeah.
the picture I'm going to use is the one of Osei summoning the sword.
Yeah, absorbing that would allow you to summon the sword as well.
Yeah. So presumably I'd attack with the sword or I don't fucking know, like
Yeah, you would have to you would
get in range.
you would have to be in range, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Um
Is that like a 5-meter thing?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, gotcha. Where am I at? I have 70 AP. I have 21 movement. Is that 4? Is 21 movement 4?
Yes.
yes, correct.
It
Okay,
would
so I
move,
can
like,
go
this
2
far.
more, and
pay
then
20. Yeah.
I can pay 20
Yep.
to get here.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna hit his ass with the super sword.
So the sword would deal, let me look at his shoot right quick just so I can make this make sense for you. So it is, you will do what's that? That's wisdom. I'm just trying to get a feel for it in my head. So you will do let's see. You'll do wisdom plus two-handed for that.
Wisdom plus 2-handed.
So that'd be, I'll do it myself.
47 and a half.
47, okay. So that actually will end up doing
And then it has the
proc,
bonus
yeah.
from whatever the Midas thing is,
So-
and then it also has the fire damage from
yes. So well, we'll get to the minus thing in a second, but we're gonna do the everything else first. So 47 and a half, that actually doesn't matter because that means that the other one was also had a half in it, so that'll give you an extra point basically. So minus, let's see, it still has 5, so minus 43. Boom. Plus the fire on top of that. Fire, big weakness. I will have you roll. That's what, double, so I'll do that again. And then he also takes the damage to his mental, so that'll do fucking that many. That's not what it should have done. That should be fucking. Let's do that again. Hold on, I did the thing wrong. Minus, I forgot to type minus. There we go. Okay. And then it also 51 to 60, Cam. The move that you used that on is no longer usable for this fight.
Okay, great.
Which doesn't really matter because you used a skill. So you got lucky. Yeah, 51 to 60, you're locked out of the machine, and the move that it was used on is unusable for the rest of the combat.
You have 15 movement remaining without having to spend any, by the
Yes,
way, so you can
correct.
use it to move away if you'd like.
Yep.
Wait, I have 15.
15 remaining movement, because when you pay to get movement again, you just get the whole movement again for the cost of 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
cool.
have
I'm gonna,
3
I'm
more
gonna back up
spaces.
just behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Correct.
And then I'll give myself a bit more space in case there's anything
Any
goofy.
shenanigans.
And then I have enough to edit, cross, and post. And
Okay.
I will end my turn.
Okay. Then, yeah. So, Cross, it is your turn.
Okay. How healthy does this thing look like in front of me?
It looks not as... It doesn't look as healthy as the health bar would lead you to believe. It's definitely struggling. It's looking like a few more, like, solid hits probably takes it out.
I can't
Okay,
see the health bar.
Yeah, we don't have the health bars.
Why does it not show you the health bar?
You would have to like
no,
there you go,
I had it set to that before is why I'm confused.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, it gets funny money.
You can see it now, right?
Yep.
Okay, you can see where like how both of them are kind of looking. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will request a Mary assist attack on this north target.
So, Mary assist. The Mary assist will cost so Mary appears next to you. It will cost. You have two options. You can spend 35 or 50. AP.
Yeah, that's all chill. I'll just have. Yeah, let me do a soft calc in my head really quick. Yeah, I'm chill with that.
How much?
Sorry, I'm. What's this? I'll deal with that later. Yeah, I'll pay the 50.
Pay 50? Okay. So, Mary moves towards directly in front of the enemy and pulls out her wooden sword. She runs up to the enemy so fast that they don't even see her, and she presses the sword against the enemy. Without even making a slicing motion, you see a giant wave appear through the ground behind the enemy, indicating as if she had slashed him. This immediately prones him. And he takes... Nope, not that many. No, it's like... Hold on, let me do the math. It's like... that many? And now bro will like have to attempt to get up on his turn. That did a fuck ton of damage.
Makes sense to me.
And then she
hmm.
just walks back over here and chills out.
I will end my turn and basically counterattack anything that swings at me.
Okay.
Barely afford
So
that.
this one has to waste an action to get up. Its flat defense comes back, so it's now at 10 again. And it can roll for an attack. It will jump at its nearest opponent, being crosswise. So that's cool. It jumps at you, and attempts to put you into a grapple.
I counter it and I use Mad Power 50.
You just burned so much stamina to blow him up. Okay, so that gives you the extra 50 damage. You spend 25 stamina, right?
Yep.
Okay, so for a counter, how much does that do? Your counter does
62.5 is the two-handed damage.
62.5. So 62 plus 50. He takes the full hit as well. So because it's a counter, so the flat defense doesn't factor. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, at least. Boom. And that motherfucker does not grab you and is pushed back a little bit. And it will end its turn. This next one has to roll to see if it can move, and it's a hard ass check. That motherfucker cannot move. Osei, it's your turn.
Might as well join the fun.
Oh no.
Okay, I move close to the enemy they were just fighting.
Yeah, you can move. You can move in front of it. That's free. It's free
Move
movement.
forward.
For you.
Okay.
Yeah. And what will you attempt to do? I mean, that motherfucker's probably gonna get his ass beat. So.
Okay. Let me recite a hymn.
You will recite an hymn, and direct it towards your opponent. It does not. The emotional stuff does not factor into fighting nightmares. But you drop this much to its mental, straight up. Boom. Chunked its mental. What will you do now?
Okay, and then let me Okay.
It's mental and it's I will tell y'all guys now, it's mental and its stamina right now on that one, just to give you an idea, is far it's far closer than it looks. Because their mental starts naturally like pretty low.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let me just use another conjure sword. Take a swing at it.
Yeah, you can do that. It can attempt to dodge. It can't attempt to dodge recite him because that's just if they hear it. But it can attempt to dodge this. Nope. Show don't. Oh wait, yes it does actually. So it's over 50. I thought it said 44. It dodges your attack, and it cannot
Okay.
dodge again. That was its one.
Okay.
But you do still have to spend the cost for
Yeah,
everything.
the mental and everything.
The
Yeah.
conjure sword and then the swing. So if the swing was like, should have asked beforehand.
And
what
wait,
you were doing.
the conjure sword, how much AP? Because it says 0, right? So that's
Yeah, that costs
clear.
0. But the sword swing costs AP. You can just say, because I
Okay.
forgot to ask beforehand, so you can just say it was a one-handed and take away 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What will you attempt to do now?
Hmm. I guess you guys got it from here. I'll end it here.
Oh shit. You're in your turn. Okay. Lemisk, what will you do?
All right, I'm gonna all right, so first, let me regen.
Yo, go ahead.
Let me regen.
As you should.
First, I'm going to do a prayer of misfortune.
Your last prayer was a prayer of misfortune.
Unless that doesn't reset it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do a prayer of.
The only prayer you realistically can do right now is prayer of fortune.
Yeah, I'll do a prayer of fortune.
Your prayer of fortune. What you choose to do?
How's everyone's health doing? You guys good?
I'm pretty solid.
I'm fine.
Good over
Okay,
here.
so we're gonna give +10.
Yeah, everybody gets a +10 to all their damage. In order for me to remember that, I'm just gonna set flat defense. I'm just gonna have that say 0. And then we don't gotta worry about it. So, yep, you guys get +10 damage. What will you choose to do next?
All right. So you're getting +2 damage. All right.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna expel all my hype meter.
You have 2 hype.
I'm gonna expel my hype meter,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use the golden gun.
Whoa. So since it is less than 5 hype, it's just gonna give you like a damage increase basically. So you use EX Golden Gun, and you will be getting an extra 20 of that, extra 20 damage on that. So you will be doing 100 damage with your Golden Gun shot. Who do you choose to shoot it at?
The one that Osei is looking at right now.
Big one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Lemisk, you also have something you can do with your gun.
Mhm.
Or do you not have that unlocked yet? You don't have it unlocked yet. Okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's part of one of your quests. So yeah, that shit does this many. Boom. That motherfucker almost dead as hell.
And my turn.
You on your turn? Oh wow. That being said, another thing about hype moves is using hype moves can also generate hype, so you get 1 back for that. As for everybody else, the reason it wasn't brought up is because you guys haven't done like I guess like flaunting-esque moves. You guys haven't done anything that's like, crazy. You'll understand the more that we have moves that build hype. So if you end your turn there, Lake, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
I am going to waltz up to bro,
You can waltz up to bro.
and I am going to shutter strike twice.
You're gonna shutter strike twice. Good God. Yeah, so that does overkill, so by like a large amount. It overkills by okay, so that
Did I need both shutter strikes?
I mean, you did need
I'm
both.
using both regardless.
You needed both. I just wanted to let you know how much he's overkilled by. He's overkilled by 82. He's at -82 right now. So you just bash his fucking brains in with the camera that's attached to your chain. And it gives you
I don't have people anymore.
it gives you 3 hype. You get 3 hype stacks for that because of overkill plus you killed an enemy plus sick move.
And I end my turn.
Yeah, you can do that. Crosswise.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's pretty far.
This guy?
Yeah, he's pretty far. He's paralyzed though.
yeah.
I mean, you could probably get to him before he rolls out. He needs to roll over a 90 to pass.
Mm,
Your edge like, what, like 10?
my movement's 20, so I can get
20.
there
Got
pretty
it.
easily. It's
Okay.
just a matter of.
Do you want to spend that extra 20 or not?
Yeah. Well, it's just a. Interesting. Let's chill. I'll spend it.
Okay.
I'll go here.
You walk up to bro. And what do you choose to do to the fucked up guy? He is gonna take extra
Blam.
damage because he's paralyzed, so. And you're gonna build stacks for Osei.
I'm gonna do. Could do that. Um. I will do. I'll pommel strike him. So I'll reel my noggin back and I'll slam my head into him as hard as possible. And then I'll mad with power it for 50 extra.
Oh, okay. Let me see. So 50 extra on the move.
Pommel thrust.
Pommel thrust. Okay. So it does 107 plus 50. So that's 157. And because he's paralyzed, he takes. I mean, the simplest thing is to times 2 that, right? So let's do it again. Cause he's fucked up. You're beating his ass.
And we roll for prone, I think. It says it
Yes.
dazes with a higher chance of missing or a slight chance of prone.
Yeah. You roll for that.
What do I roll?
So go ahead and roll strength. Cause it's like physically throwing them down.
What the hell? Okay, it got mad at me. 1 sec. There we go. 20.
Oh no, that you don't have to worry about that. It guaranteed dazes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, never
Okay.
mind. I thought you yeah, I was confused. Yeah, it guaranteed dazes, and then on its turn it has to roll to be undazed. But that motherfucker got to roll to be unparalyzed. So also that gives another stack to Josh. You get another stack.
And then I'll two-handed attack twice.
Two-handed attack twice. That's okay. So Josh, you should have went from 5 to 8 stacks.
8.
Yes.
And then I'll mad with power both of those all the way to.
Two-handed strikes. So
Yeah.
two-hand. You will be doing 62. Oh, okay.
Plus 50 per strike.
Okay. Minus 110.
Are you adding the +10?
Yes.
I gotta go.
Yeah, that's why it's 112.5, 112.5.
Yeah. Oh, 112. Yeah. You're right. I did my math wrong. So I
Yeah,
need to
kick
add
his
an
ass,
extra
man.
-1.
Kick this guy's ass, Neff.
And
Get his ass, Neff.
yeah. So is that all?
Yep.
Talk to him, Neff.
I went to 0 AP, so.
You into
What
0
it is.
AP. this motherfucker got to roll to see if he can even fucking exist. Motherfucker is still cooked, man. That motherfucker's still cooked. Osei, it's your turn. You have 8 stacks on your shit.
Shout out to Elijah for real.
Elijah really
Okay.
put in the fucking work, bro.
Go.
I made that like such a like, you know, kind of a difficult check too.
That's why he's a manager.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use the overshield to, I guess, deal damage to on 8 stacks, or is it only 10? If I'm not mistaken.
No, it's the times the times 10 is just telling you that like 1 stack equals 10, right? So you can
1
either
stack equals
you can
10, okay.
either you can cast the shield and then you can recast the spell using mental to burst it and deal damage.
Okay. Okay.
So so the spell range is 17. So let me see if you're in range. You would not be in range, you would have to move forward 2.
2? Okay.
Yep.
How much AP for that?
Nothing.
You probably can just
you
fine.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
your base movement should
Your
be
base
that, no
movement's good
problem.
enough.
Okay, so I should be able to move here, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you can so you would cast the shield. So you would cast it, spend the 15 stam and 30 AP, and then you would recast using mental. So it would cost 15 mental, and you can blow it up.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay. So you dealt this many damage. So minus that many. Boom. And what else would you like to do? That I mean, hype stacks won't matter because they don't last past the combat you're currently in, so I'm not even gonna tell you that this motherfucker's not living.
And I used all the stacks, right?
That used all the stacks of spirit armor, correct?
Okay. All right.
But he's still linked to you, so that technically gives you one more stack for doing that.
One more stack.
So you're
Okay.
back to 1. Yeah.
All right, let me get closer right up to him.
You can do that, but you'd have to pay 20 AP.
20 AP, but ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me see about. I already have my sword out, right?
You
Unless it kind of I de-equip every time I use it.
only de-equip after it's made contact, so you do still have it. Yes.
Okay.
It just got dodged last time.
But the swing that would cost 20.
That costs 15 for a one-handed swing and 20 for a two-handed swing.
Okay. Let's do a two-handed swing on the enemy.
Okay. You will be dealing. So for two-handed, what I do is instead of giving you just the 77, I give you 77 plus the two-handed damage. So it's okay. So we'll see how much you overkill by. Boom. Minus
Get
that
his
many.
ass.
Boom.
His ass, Neff.
He is
ass,
dead.
Neff. Good job,
Oh,
nephews.
You
The
guys have
fist bump Osei.
killed the
We did it.
freakazoid weird nightmare
job.
corruption creatures.
I make sure
Yeah,
that
look
I
toward
make
the
sure
camera.
I make sure Misk has the camera on me, or
Okay,
I'm running
okay.
up like behind Misk while he's on camera, and I've got my jacket off. I'm holding it up so you can see the logo in the back.
This and more is all you can see at the casino. Okay, come to our village. You see what we can do. Nephews, nieces, come out and see us.
Yeah.
And while you're there, come by my church. Let me spread the word to you.
Yeah.
I turn
So
the camera off.
you turn the camera off. You guys finish the fight. And you know, you're kind of like, you know, it feels weird. Actually, Lake, this is going to be a very easy check, but I want you to roll endurance for me.
Endurance. Got you. He's got.
The
Give me
hardest
this
check
one.
of your life.
Just
Give me
one,
this
he
one.
says. Okay, you way pass. You way pass. Check was 20.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was just because you didn't specify you kept your arm out of the way when you were bashing the guy's heads in. So if his blood had gotten on you,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been potentially bad. But you're good. So yeah, you guys, you know, putting on your show, and after you kill the monsters, Mary is kind of like looking at them to see what the deal is, because she's never seen like this style of like a nightmare hybrid before. They're called nightmare hybrids when humans turn into nightmares. And she notices something strange on them. Also, let me go ahead and roll you guys this. You guys will get 100 chips each.
My God.
Baller.
Someone should have led the gold.
Let the gold. I mean, he has a let the gold ability in his Midas thing,
Right, you need to use
Sick.
let the gold.
so he can potentially generate more chips off of like killing enemies.
That's so fucking cool.
Um,
That's so cool. If that ever happens, I'm going so insane.
yeah.
I'm leaving it till next turn, and then I'm burning 100 AP straight through.
And yeah, so while you guys are doing that, Mary is going over something strange she finds with the nightmare hybrids. And as she hears you guys all hear in the distance some kind of loud, like lots of people screaming, and what appears to be a loud monster. To which Mary bolts off towards the sound, and you guys will follow after her next session.
Ooh.
Obvious.
Mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
Darian.
So yeah, that was the session. That was the
Fucking
session.
ruled.
She will be telling you guys about the weird thing with the nightmare hybrids after you guys deal with the monster situation next session. And you know, you guys, depending on how you guys roll, I'll tell you straight up now, just because it's the promise of more content. Depending on how you guys roll, there is a chance that you will get a potential non-main quest dungeon. Here's a little side thing. So yeah, that was the session. Anything you guys want me to say before anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Have a good one, everyone. The May, early May, we'll do Realms 2.
Yes.
That'll be coming onto the channel. Good session.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good session. That was awesome.
Please like, subscribe, comment your favorite moment.
Mhm.
If you are the best nieces and nephews, non-binary equivalents.
What do
Love
you guys
ya.
think of the new Quideka song?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. Did you love
Who's
it? Did you
looking
hate
forward to what would you rate it?
it? Yeah.
Who's looking forward to Jaden Daniels' sophomore season in the NFL? Let us know down in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah, for
See you
sure.
guys next week.
Also, let me know how you felt about me and Cam going band for band with dice rolls.
That's pretty cool. We
That was pretty
should
cool.
have the camera on for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time.
God, we gotta turn the freaking camera on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We gotta vlog.
What's funny is before I end the episode, I do have like, you know, I have like a session, or like if we're doing a cinematic thing in the session, I have like a little scene set up for that. And wait, no, that was combat. Never mind. That was during combat, so people did see that. But I know there was a point where like we were rolling during like cinematic stuff, and it wasn't on the screen. I'm sorry, I forgot to switch because I was switching in between the conversation and everything. But luckily we caught that, and that's all that matters. Anyways, goodbye.